Robot programming. The robot is equipped with a multifunctional display for easy programming. The display is protected by a magnetic cover so as to avoid direct exposure to sun or rain. The four main commands are on top and are accessible both with the cover lifted or closed. On, to start the robot. Stop, off, to stop the robot and to switch it off. Start, pause, to pause the robot for programming and to start it. Charge, if pressed during operation, will send the robot to charge itself. If pressed while the robot is charging, the robot will start mowing. The big red stop button can be used to stop the robot and the blade in case of emergency. It must also be used to safely lock the robot before proceeding with maintenance. The stop button is accessible from both the cover and the display. Programming commands are only accessible when the cover is lifted. Menu to move to the next menu level, or to confirm or memorize the programming selection. If pressed while the robot is operating, the spiral function is activated. Minus to decrease values displayed by the menu or to scroll. If pressed while the robot is operating, the blade stops. Plus to increase values displayed by the menu or to scroll. If pressed while not programming, the blade starts again. To start programming the robot, press on. If the robot is charging, charging appears after a few seconds on the display. Press Start Pause. Pause appears after a few seconds on the display. Press Menu to access the menu. User Menu Setup appears on the display. While programming, you will also need to use the Start Pause command on top. The Start Pause has the function to return to previous menu levels until exiting the menu completely. The user menu has 6 submenus. You can scroll them pressing plus. Setup, Schedule, Secondary Areas, Security, Work Mode, Language Options. You can scroll submenus backwards by pressing minus. Scroll to the Language Options submenu and press Menu twice to access the language options. Scroll the languages available with plus or minus. Land on the desired one and press Menu to select it. The menu goes back automatically to User Menu Setup in the desired language. The submenu Language Options also allows you to scroll from language to date format. Scroll with plus and select the desired date format, day, month, year, or month, day, year with menu. Time format. Scroll with plus and select the desired time format, 24 or 12 hours with menu. Distance format. Scroll with plus and select the desired distance format in meters or feet with menu. Now scroll with plus from Setup to Security. Press Menu to enter the security functions. Change password appears. Enter the function with menu. Scroll with plus to Yes and press Menu to change the password. Password appears. Insert the manufacturer's default password, which is 0000, by pressing Menu 4 times. New password appears. Insert the new 4-digit password by using plus and minus to increase and decrease each digit. Press Menu to confirm the digit and select the next digit. Repeat password appears. Insert the new 4-digit password again to confirm your selection. The new 4-digit code you selected is now memorized by the robot as your password. You can decide whether the password has to be inserted each time the robot is turned on. Start Password appears. Press Menu to select the function. Move with plus to enable, and press Menu if you want the password to be inserted each time the robot is turned on. Move with plus to disable, and press Menu if you want to disable this function. You can decide whether the password has to be inserted to access all robot functions on the keyboard. Lock Keyboard appears. Press Menu to select the function. Move with plus to enable, and press Menu if you want the password to be inserted to access functions on the keyboard. Move with plus to disable, and press Menu to disable this function. Scroll with plus or minus to the Setup menu and press Menu to access it. The Setup menu has the following sub-menus: Alarm, Rain Sensor, Remote Control, Sound, Back to Recharge, Date, Time. Scroll to Alarm. If the robot is not equipped of the alarm as standard, Not Detected appears when pressing Menu. The alarm can be purchased as an accessory at the dealership. For further instructions for its programming, refer to the specific content on the instruction manual. Scroll now to Rain Sensor and press Menu to access this function. Restart appears. Press Menu for the robot not to operate during rain. When the rain stops, the robot automatically starts operating again. Scroll to Disable and press Menu for the robot to operate also with rain. Scroll to Pause and press Menu for the robot not to operate during rain, but not automatically restart when the rain stops. Start Pause has to be pressed for the robot to start again after rain. The remote control function is only installed on some versions. Refer to the display to enable/disable this function if the robot is equipped with it. Scroll with plus to Sound and press Menu to access this function and decide whether to enable or disable the acoustic signal made by the robot when docked in the charging station. Press Menu to enter Back to Recharge and select the return mode for the robot to go back to the charging station. Scroll to Follow Wire and press Menu for the robot to return to the charging station by riding the wire. Scroll to V-meter and press Menu for the robot to rebound on the wire while returning to the charging station. Press Menu to enter Date. Check if the pre-programmed date is correct, and if it needs to be adjusted, use plus, minus, and Menu to set the exact day, month, and year. Press Menu to access time and use plus, minus, and Menu to set the clock time if necessary.